in the Metro East, on a small airfield just outside of Highland, Illinois, a group of enthusiasts practice the sport of soaring. Soaring is the practice of unpowered flight with an assist from powered aircraft. An airplane tows the glider up into the sky with a tow cable, and then releases it to allow the glider pilot to soar along the winds. Besides his instruments, the pilot has only the feeling of the wind to guide him. Gliding goes back in the St. Louis area 60 years when club founder Howard C. Blossom and his fellow enthusiasts gathered at a small St. Louis field called Starling Field. Don Hickman is the club's current tie to those days and helped build gliders during World War II.
I went to work for an organization which was Lester Kaufman glider company, and we built 150 two-place gliders for the Army during those years.
Don loves talking about those days and loves showing off old equipment like this vintage Piper Cub.
They have a strong engine in them, 150 horsepower engine for two-place glider, and they make an excellent tow ship. As a matter of fact, we're experimenting now with maybe putting a larger engine in this one to give it a little more power.
From working on planes like the Piper Cub, through flying them, Don puts in lots of time at this airport.
On most Saturdays, I'm probably the first one at the airport. And I open the hangars and I put on a cup of coffee. On a Saturday particularly is a training day. We do a lot of instructing early on Saturday. And I start getting the gliders out and making sure that they're all operational.
To keep the planes operational, the students and instructors go to work early, making sure the gliders and tow planes are in working order. While they're doing this, the others check weather conditions as they wait.
And then around noon, we start watching the sky. And if we see a nice clear sky with these little puffy cumulus clouds, we call them popcorn cues, and if those start showing up, it looks like it's going to be a good day.
If it is a good day, then all the glider owners and more experienced pilots start getting excited, says Don, and then it's time for someone to take to the air in what they call a sniffer flight.
We watch him and he radios back and he says it's good or it's bad, and from then on, if he says it's good, then everybody's ready to go.
On a typical day, when Don and his fellow glider pilots take to the sky, the glider is towed out to the field. As safety is job one, the instruments in the glider and the plane are rigorously checked. Both pilots are just about ready at this point. The glider is secured with a cable. The glider pilot signals the pilot he's ready. Both pilots are then ready to take to the skies to hunt for thermals, updrafts of heat rising from the ground that the pilot rides. Don Hickman once rode thermals all the way from Highland, Illinois to Bowling Green, Kentucky. Soaring enthusiasts come to the sport for many reasons. The club's membership director, Don Cleathermos, has been soaring for 5 years and still finds plenty in the sport to keep him interested.
I think it's the challenge. It's the challenge and the serenity of flying and the camaraderie that you have, because soaring is a group sport. You don't do it by yourself. It takes a lot of people to get involved in this to make the operation function. And as you go through your training and as you go through your flying, you meet a lot of interesting people, and you get to work with people that are interested in the same thing you are.
Don says he went in search of the activity using his computer, and there it was.
I came across soaring actually searching for it on the internet, which is one of the primary reasons that one of the primary ways that we use to inform the public of our existence. Searching on the internet, looking for a place to fly, I found the St. Louis Soaring on a website that directed it, so I came out and paid a visit, took an introductory ride, and became addicted.
As Don says, it can be a sociable activity, and on flight days, pilots congregate at the airport's clubhouse to check schedules and rehash old accomplishments. But Don emphasizes that safety is important with this club, and nobody comes to this activity unprepared.
It develops a lot of discipline. Flying isn't something we don't let people solo unless they've had a lot of training. And to get the discipline to do that, the reading, the training, the studying, the flight training, all develops just that. It's a very good thing for a young person to get involved in.
One of those young people brought into this sport is Eric Morgan, who is still learning the ropes on his second day of flying.
Just basics. Flew up in the air a little bit. Got up twice, I believe. About 30 minutes each time. Yeah, just basic turns. Nothing really major.
Flying days are busy days at this small airport, and Eric is already having to learn patience.
Depending on the line of people waiting to get up. If there's a lot of people on a nice day, you'll probably be waiting a couple hours just to get up in the air for one flight.
Though their field is in rural Illinois, the sky is the limit for the dreams and imaginations of these 3 generations of people who engage in the sport of soaring. They represent the past, present, and future of this sport in the metro area.